adding to the highest taxes in the nation, California's Attorney General is working very hard on a proposal to raise billions of dollars in new taxes every year. But as One America's Pearson explains, he's using some misleading language to confuse voters into supporting this very unpopular measure.
California may have the highest taxes in the nation, 13.3%, but it does have one thing going for it that saved homeowners and businesses for the last 40 years: low property taxes. However, if Democrats get their way, those property taxes are about to skyrocket. Called Proposition 13, California's current property taxes were set back in 1978 during a tax revolt, and they restrict all property from being assessed new taxes until it's sold. After that, it can only be taxed at 1% of its market value. Yet under California's latest Attorney General, Xavier Becerra, all that would come to an end. With heavy support from unions, Becerra is proposing to radically alter Prop 13, dramatically hiking taxes on business properties and hitting Californians with another $12.5 billion in new taxes. Only the smallest of small businesses would avoid the new taxes, which would reassess property values every 3 years. But Californians have repeatedly shot down efforts to change Prop 13, and experts say any legislator who tries will pay the ultimate price at the ballot box. Already, polls have shown that residents strongly disapprove of any measures to amend Prop 13. But this is where Xavier Becerra steps in. In California, the language used to describe any proposed legislation is determined by the Attorney General, no one else. That means whatever side of the fence the Attorney General sits on, he can use as much partisan language to polish up any proposal as he wants. Becerra did it once before in 2018 in his description of the new gas tax hike, SB 1. Rather than mentioning anything about new taxes or fees, Becerra officially called the new tax the Road Repair and Accountability Act, claiming it would eliminate certain road repair and transportation funding. As a result, voters said they were confused, and the effort to repeal the tax ultimately failed. Now again, Becerra has a new and friendlier name for his latest unpopular tax measure: education and local government funding. It's clear Becerra is trying to fool Californians once again, because when voters were first told how Prop 13 would be changed, they overwhelmingly refused to support it. Many experts say Becerra has betrayed public trust, and Rob Lapsey, the president of the California Business Roundtable, says he shouldn't be in charge of writing the titles and summaries of these initiatives. These are especially important since they're often the only thing voters look at before casting their vote. Now, armed with a misleading description, Becerra is pushing forward with efforts to collect nearly 1 million signatures for the new tax in order to qualify for the November 2020 elections. However, many groups say Becerra is rigging the ballots and are voicing their opposition to the changes, with some even calling for the Attorney General to be sued for abuse of power. Pearson, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.